Thank you very much for joining us, Angie. So we're just going to kick off the presentation now. If you've got questions, we'll still have a session at the end to ask any questions, and obviously you can also fill out questions online. So please, Angie, take it away.
Okay, good morning. My name is Angie Ford. I'm the Global Senior Account Director at iConnective. I've been working at iConnective for 37 years at this point, and I have a lot of experience with number portability across the world. On the call is also Alberto Apaplaza, who is part of my team, and he has been with iConnective over 10 years now. He's located in Chile, and he's also been working with us with global number portability. This session is going to be an interactive session. So I'm going to need for you to have your phones ready because there is a QR code that you would need to scan in order to participate in the polls. And one of the things that I want to make sure that you do is that you press submit every time you answer a question so that we can gain information from you. So I'll be providing you with information, and I'll be looking to get some information from you also. So as far as iConnective, we have had a presence in the UK since 2001. We're TOTSCO ready and certified. We're members of all of these organizations. We have a lot of gateway expertise across 5 different continents, and we're supporting over 5,000 customers. So we've been in the telecommunications industry for a very, very long time, and we are basically a backbone for a lot of the operators that are working here in the United States and across the world. Where are we today? We have implemented residential switching. It's a mandate by Ofcom. It is something that went live last September of 2024. They're using the One Touch Switch company, TOTSCO, as a hub, and we're using their specifications. As far as business, it's also mandated by Ofcom. The date of implementation is still being determined. There are multiple stakeholders that are working on the business process, and the technical solution is still being defined. It's a gaining provider-led business process is being defined. The managed access providers, there's a connected services framework, and TOTSCO Business Switch and API Hub is also being defined. Actually, last week I was on a call with TOTSCO stakeholders forum, and we discussed, where we're going and what we need to do in order to get to where we need to be to provide the service. As I stated before, here's the QR code that I need you to scan and get your phones ready because I have some questions for you and I need to get some answers so that I can gather information from you. So I'll leave this up for a few minutes for you to get your phones, scan it, and then we'll proceed to the question that I'm going to be asking. The polls are completely anonymous, so just feel free, be honest, so that we can gain as much information as possible. So the first question is, are you a communications provider providing broadband services in the UK? Remember to press submit. Okay, that's great. Okay. Okay, so we're at 67% are you that are present. Perfect. Just leave that up for a minute. This is great to know. So more than half of the room is a provider. Next question, is business switching a regulatory requirement? I've already given you this answer, so I hope you all get it right. Okay, business switching is a regulatory requirement. And you'll see Ofcom changed the general conditions on April of 2023 to allow residential and business customers of all sizes to switch their internet access service and their number-based interpersonal communication, MBICs, to include geographic and non-geographic numbers using a gaining provider-led process. The process is a regulatory obligation, and it falls upon the retailer, the company that contracts with the end customer. Also, that same company has a responsibility to get express consent and retain evidence to switch the customer. And as we all know, both gaining and losing providers need to keep their customers. We all want to keep our market share. Now, the losing provider must never attempt to misuse or delay or frustrate the customer in the switching process. They cannot interfere in this process. And these regulatory changes include compensation for any delayed switching or failed services. So the customer has this right to move from one company to another. Next question. Can I use OTS, one-touch switch, for business switching? Okay. The correct answer is yes, you will be able to use it, which is what we're working on and been working with Totsko. So currently, what's the difference between residential and business? The main difference right now for residential and difference is that with residential, there's a single entity, a centralized architecture model, which is Totsko. It's a single hub, the destination, all messages is the only endpoint for all messages. Every message between the gaining and the losing provider goes through the Totsko hub. As far as business, there'll be multiple entities, and they're still working out what the architecture is going to be. There are two approaches. They may go with a single destination architecture, or they may continue with what they're calling the mesh architecture, which is a connected services framework. But all of this is still under determination and discussion, so it's not firm yet. But whatever architecture they decide to go with, we will be able to support it, and we're planning to do that. Next question. For those not yet moving forward with business switching, what is the main reason? Okay. Okay, perfect. That's good. Very good information. And in this one, you can select as many answers that apply. Do you believe business switching will help you? And what will it help you do? Okay. So there's no wrong or right answer for this one. In particular, the main thing is that you will be meeting the Ofcom regulation, and of course, you'll be acquiring new customers. So that's one of the main tools that is used for any type of switch-in number portability. With our experience in number portability across the world, that's been the main marketing tool that most companies have used in order to increase their market share. Now, as far as iConnective, we have a managed access gateway, which will eliminate any type of switcheroo between residential and business applications. It's a UK cloud-based, high availability, multiple tenant platform, 24/7 support. We have security on our for our data. We have a business continuity and disaster recovery plans. We will lead you and provide you with integration so that you can be certified to go into production. It's accessible via an API and also a GUI. It's going to support the gaining provider-led process and whatever map CSF and Tosco distributed mesh architecture. So whichever architecture or whichever processes they define as for business, we will be able to support it. So basically here, what you would have is a single application support for business and residential switching. In order to engage with us, this is the way that you can do it. We have a portal, we have a phone number here, we have an office in London, and I believe my colleague Stephen is also on the call right now, and he is located in London, and he will be basically your main commercial contact. This presentation will be provided to you, so you will have access to this portal information. And if you have any questions or more details, want to know about commercials, you can engage with us either via the portal or via the phone number. And also here, I'm providing you with my information and Stephen. Stephen is your account executive located in London, but either one of us will be able to answer any of your questions. Thank you very much. And I think we can move on now to take any questions from you if you have any. And Stephen and Alberto, please feel free to jump in if you need to, okay?
Great. Any questions for Angie in the room? Have we got anything online? Okay. Excellent. Well, no questions here, but thank you very much for the presentation and the insights. Thank you, Angie.
Okay, thank you, and thanks for your time, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thanks, Stephen and Alberto.